Hi guys, it's Christy, and I wanted to film a really quick video on my Mulberry. I had switched out of this to my new Gillio Mia, but I kind of miss my Mulberry, and my Mia is black, and I wanted something sort of happy for summer, so I switched back into my Postman's Lock Mulberry, excuse me, in pink. The pink Postman's Lock Agenda, the glossy leather, and you can see the Postman's Lock there. And it's got the mulberry tree on it. So, I do love this agenda, and this is just going to be a really quick overview of the agenda and how I have it set up, which is probably going to change soon, but I wanted to do a video since I haven't done one in a little bit. So, you twist the lock, and it opens up like that. And by the way, this is A6 agenda size. It does not fit personal size inserts, even though the rings look the same. A6 is half the size of A5, so just so you know. On this side, you have 4 card slots, and in there I have a student ID and my Starbucks Gold card. Also down here, I have my business card. Doesn't have my address or anything on it, and everybody has all this information. So this is just my social media type business card. It's got my initials on it, and I give these out to people who need to see my blog or who want reviews on something or something like that. I also have one of my Alex and Ani cards in here for the Path of Life bracelet. I just like this bracelet, and I like what it says on the back about the Path of Life. So I just kind of keep that in there as sort of a little inspirational reminder. And down at the bottom, I have some of the gold Kate Spade paper clips. This one's a bow, and this was an ampersand. You can get them on the Kate Spade website. You could probably get them on eBay. I'll link to the Kate Spade website below if you want to get some. They're actually really good paper clips, and they're really cute. So you also have this pocket down here, and you have this side pocket. What I keep in here are cards where I write to-do lists and things for each week that are pre-punched for my Mulberry. I punch them with my Rapesco hole punch, and I have it set for the Mulberry so that I could pre-punch those and have them in there. Then you come to the actual agenda. I have one of the Oli clips, I think is how you say, the plaid one here. I did make these dividers. I got this cardstock, I think this was the Magnolia cardstock or something like that at Joann's. And these are butterflies on the first. And I have my personal information clipped off. But the first section I just basically have for notes. I have lists here, things I want, and just some blank pages. I had some notes in there, but I went ahead and took those out. The second divider is from the same cardstock set, and they're little glittery flowers. I do have these laminated. This is my diary section. I have all these inserts are from Mulberry. I have the fold-out calendar for the year in there. And then it has calendars, sort of the yearly calendar like that. And then you have the year plan, which I kind of like. This would be good to highlight on. There's not a whole lot of room to write, but it's good for highlighting. And it also has one for 2015. It also has a London tube map, which for those of you who may not know, the tube is what we would call the subway. Here's a world map and time zone map, which actually comes in handy if you have friends overseas, which I do. Then comes the diary. I actually have the whole 2014 diary in here. It was easy to fit in here, so I just left it. And I'll go ahead and flip to today. And sometimes I like to decorate, sometimes I don't. I'm going to do a separate video on this in just a little bit, so I'll explain all this later. But you can see I'll go back a little bit so you can see what the weekly format looks like. You can see that it is Monday through Sunday, and it is lined. This is the Mulberry. These are the Mulberry inserts. I like these inserts. It's good paper quality. I like the style of them. I have plenty of room to write on them. The only thing I do a lot on Saturdays and Sundays, so I wish these were full size, but you know, you sacrifice for the A5 size. So I have the whole calendar in here. Next, I have another divider with little pink magnolias, and this is my address section. I have it clipped off where I have some addresses written in with one of the Kate Spade paper clips. And again, these are the Mulberry inserts, and they're really nice. They fit everything I need on them. The next section is another section with some pink magnolias and a little dragonfly. And it's another notes section. This is more of a jotting down, writing notes section if I'm in a meeting. And I use this section for that, and it's just blank notes. Back here, I actually have not put this in here yet, but I do have the Filofax finance pages for this section. Here they are here. I'll go ahead and pop them out of my Mia, which is right next to me. And these actually, you can see I cut them down to fit into the Mulberry and repunch them. I like the Filofax finance sheets, and all I had to do was cut where the date is off, and they fit absolutely perfectly in there once I repunch the bottom. And a lot of people complain that Mulberry doesn't have plastic inserts like Filofax does. And I wish they did. So Mulberry, if you happen to watch this, please, please, please make some plastic inserts for your agendas. We really like them. We really love our agendas and like to use these. But what I did was take some personal size Filofax plastic inserts and just repunch them the way I needed. Sorry, I had a slight interruption with my when my dog started barking. But back to this, I cut the top part off of the business card insert. This is either for a Filofax, or this may have been out of one of the Barnes & Noble Punctuate planners. I can't remember. But it slides, the business cards slide in sideways. And all I did was cut off the top. And this was fine. And I just had to punch this one hole here just so it wouldn't hit this top ring. And that's all I did for that. And for this, I just cut a little bit off of the top of the top opening envelope for Filofax. Left the bottom punched the way it was because I didn't want to hang out the bottom. And I punched the top, repunched the top so it would fit there. And right now all I have in there is some stamps. I have one of the lectern pen loops at the top, and what I use this for is I like to have sometimes two pens with me, and plus, again, Mulberry, hopefully someone's listening. The pen loop in this agenda is way too small. You can barely fit a Le Pen in there, and I know that some people, I've kind of stretched mine out, mine actually stretched a little bit. Some people can't even fit a Le Pen in there, and I've actually been able to squeeze the silver Gillio pen in mine. I look to see if I have one readily available. I do. I can barely squeeze, if I try really hard, the Gillio pen in that pen loop. And it takes a little bit to get it back out, but I can fit it in there. But what I like to do, and even if I only carry one pen, it's usually this pen here, which is a cross, I think, I need it to focus. Yeah, it's upside down. A cross fountain pen in like a pearlescent white. And I have some pink ink in there, and you saw that through my diary. And what I like to do with it is to take it, and I don't put anything actually through this pin loop. I just clip it in there. And the clip on this fountain pen is pretty tight, and it holds very well. And I can still close the agenda with it in there. Not a problem. So that's it for what's inside my agenda. The back pockets, it's 2 long pockets here. I don't keep anything in there as of right now. You can see the Mulberry stamp right there. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of the Mulberry agenda. And I will be posting how I decorated my Filofax pages this week, hopefully soon. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.